Sweet potato is one of my favourite foods. 1 potato, 2 potato, 3 potato, 4 potato, 5. Yeah. I'm going to show you 4 different ways on how to cook it. Here are the 4 things I'm going to show you today. Extra large wedges, normal wedges, jacket potato, sweet potato toast, and I'm going to show you what I like to put on top the most. One of the most important things about cooking sweet potatoes is picking the right potato. When you're doing the big wedges, or small potato, so you can cut it into 4, and this is a perfect size for that. So please take care when cutting these. Keep your fingers well out of the way. Perfect. The trick of cooking these is to spread them out with loads of room. They cook really well. Smoked paprika, garlic powder, some chili powder, salt, and cracked pepper. What I'm going to do now is give them a rustle up, and then we'll add the oil. Oh yeah! A tiny bit of olive oil. You don't need much. And now give them another little rustle up. And we're going to put these in the oven for 20 minutes at 180, and then we're going to take them out and we're going to let them cool, and then we're going to put the oven up to 220 and then finish them off for about 10 to 12 minutes. Okay, so they've been in the oven now for a little over 20 minutes. They are soft. What we're going to do is let them cool down fully. Okay, so these have cooled down now, and I'm going to put them back in the oven at a higher temperature of 220 degrees. I'm going to put them in for about 10-12 minutes, and as soon as they're crisp, and they're perfect and ready to eat. And here we go. These are the large wedges, and I think personally are my favourite. Look at the colour on them. They're amazing. Perfectly crisp on the outside, soft in the middle. My large sweet potato wedges. The small wedges, you want a long small potato. Okay, so this is for the sweet potato wedges, the normal size. You just cut it a bit thinner, and you cut it into slices, and then we'll cut them up into chips. These are great with the skin on because they go really crispy. Okay, so it's same again with the same spice mix. Smoked paprika, garlic powder, chili powder, salt, just a little bit, pepper. Give it a quick mix before you put the oil in. This way it'll help evenly spread the seasoning. Just a touch of olive oil, and again, give it a good mix. You need to make sure they're evenly spread around with as much room between each one of them as possible. People make the mistake of piling them all in, and they just don't cook evenly. You'll have some that are crispy, some that are soft. The small wedges have been in the oven for about 15 minutes. We're going to let them fully cool down, and then we put them back in the oven at a slightly higher heat. And what will happen is all the outsides will crisp up, leaving the inside perfectly gorgeous. Guilty! We're ready to go back in the oven at 220 degrees. For about 10 to 12 minutes, just keep an eye on them, but as soon as they go crispy, then they're ready. And here we go, the sweet potato chips, perfectly crisp, and I cannot wait to eat them. Never trust a skinny chef. This next one is jacket potato. When it comes to jacket potato, it's a medium-sized potato, good shape, so it's all the same size, because if not, it's going to cook fast at one end and then the inside's going to be tough. Just give it a slice on the top and then a slice at a slight angle like that. And once it's finished cooking, you'll be able to push it like that, and then it will open out. And as I'm running out of trays, I'm going to do the jacket potato with the sweet potato toast. You only need a dash of oil, rub it around, and then just give the potato a good season and a bit of pepper there. Just roll that around so it gets covered all over. Leave it in the oven for a good 40 minutes, give it a check, and then you might have to put it in for another 10 minutes. The jacket potato is ready. Got a nice crispy outside, and because we pre-cut it, you can push and open it up like that. I recently posted a picture of sweet potato toast. I had guacamole on top with garlic mushrooms. When you're doing sweet potato toast, you want a big potato so you can get a bigger slice. But a little trick is to just take a tiny bit off the bottom, and then you've got that, and then you've got a solid thing to cut with. Perfect. You don't really need to season them, but I like to put a little bit of paprika on them, just gives them a good bit of colour. A little bit of oil, and then give them a mix up. And now we're going to put these in the oven
It's time for sweet potato toast.
So get your pan on and ready at medium to high heat. And I'm going to use water instead of oil, but feel free to use oil. You don't want too much. A shot and a half's worth of water. So I've got some nice chestnut mushrooms, and what I'm going to do is going to cut them in slices. Okay, once the water's hot enough, just like you would with oil, you want your oil hot before you put anything in. Right, now you can see the water has evaporated, so now just let them get a little bit of a colour. It's starting to stick to the pan a little bit, so I'm going to add some water. Now we're going to add the garlic and we're going to season them. Be as generous as you like garlic, salt, pepper. Okay, now they are ready. Okay, so I've got a small avocado. One little tip I do have is if you get a tea towel, put it over your hand in case you were to slip, you've got protection from the tea towel. And now we just twist and it opens out. You just give this a knock and a twist. And look. Again, with your tea towel, just run it gently down the skin, but occasionally you can go through the skin, so if you're having a tea towel, you'll find that you're not going to cut yourself as easily. And then we get a spoon, just pull it out and it comes out in chunks. I'm using a lime today to give it a little roll to help the juices flow. The lime or lemon juice will help stop the avocado going brown, and it will also give it a nice flavour. Just a bit of salt, pepper, get our fork and we give it a good mash. And there we go, we've got a nice avocado smash. Okay, so the sweet potato toast is done. Sweet potato toast with smashed avocado and garlic sautéed mushrooms. Perfect. It's the weekend's breakfast, brunch or lunch to have. It's the weekend's breakfast, lunch or even it's the breakfast. I'm gonna lose it. Oh, it's the a high heat of 222.